Here our hero reaches his friends, and this girl raises her hands in the air. An aura starts appearing all around, and she says that first I will make a soundproof barrier so that you people can talk slowly. A light starts appearing all around the city. Here Uncle puts his hand on our hero's shoulder and says that if you are troubled by something, then you should not hide it. Tell us so that we can find out the solution to that problem. Our hero puts his hand on his head and says, I have killed the youth of Jia family. I did not leave any mark behind me, but still I do not know how they came to know that I killed him. Uncle Wang and all his friends get scared after listening to our hero. The girl standing behind says, Is Yuan Wo of Jia family from Jain Empire? Our hero puts his hand on his head and answers yes. Uncle Wang says that he is the grandson of Yuan Wo of Jia family. Our hero replies that I also think so, maybe I caused some trouble for you guys. Uncle Wang says that it is well known that the Zhao family has done many bad things. The younger generation of the Zhao family has been committing crimes in recent years. And he explains that the Zhao family is known as harming people. He then stands up to our hero and says that the Zhao family may be sinister. But as far as I know, the Zhao family is the least promising and least liked family. The girl looks at them and says that's why the old man Zhao Yuanshan can't take action in person. So he is sending someone else, but we won't just sit back. We will fight them. Our hero thinks to himself that as an orphan, even though I had neighbors since I was little, who supported me, this is the first time I feel at home. Uncle Wang looks at our hero and says, wait, if Yuan of the Zhao family was not that talented, he should have already passed the second transfer. He says this and starts to get surprised and says, how did a level 17 transfer creation type like you kill another transfer level 30 battle type? Our hero looks at him and raises his hand to signal him to stop and says, Uncle, calm down. I didn't kill him alone, someone helped me kill him. On hearing this, Uncle Wang asks, who is the one who helped you? Our hero puts his hand on his head and smiles and replies that Luo Sando of the Jiangnan Luo family helped me. And he tells that she is a protective girl and has a hidden profession. And it was with her help that I was able to kill him. Uncle Wang and everyone else get surprised and think in their mind that all the Jiangnan family members are rich business people. And he tells that the Luo family and their only daughter. And then he grabs Hero by both hands and smiles and says that it's not bad. Although the Luo family is not a fighting family, when it comes to wealth, no one can compete with them. They have a lot of wealth, and if you ever face any difficulty, the Luo family will stand by you completely. And then he looks at him seriously and says, wait, if Lu Sandao is a defensive type of girl, then she won't have much attack power. This means you understand that her life may be in danger. Our hero looks at him and raises his hand, in which poisonous mist starts coming out of his hands. And he says, Uncle Wang, actually I have two professions. Uncle Wang is surprised to see poisonous mist coming out of our hero's hand and asks, what is this? Our hero replies that it is a hidden poison-type poison. Uncle Wang says, well, how many other amazing powers do you have? Tell me yes. Saying this, Uncle Wang starts coming closer to our hero. Our hero warns Uncle from a distance and tells Uncle Wang that this poison is very poisonous. And be careful of it. Uncle Wang smiles and says that you don't know, it doesn't matter to me. And then he starts shaking hands with him, and he tells that I have my protective shield to protect me. Then suddenly he feels something strange, and then he pulls his hand towards himself. Our hero tells him that Uncle Wang, your protective shield has broken. He is very surprised. This boy sits down and looks at his hands, and then he says that to hell with you. I did not protect myself from you at all. And then he gets scared. He immediately calls that girl and says that come quickly and help me to fix my hand. The girl looks at him and smiles and replies that okay, I am coming. And then she goes close to him at the same time and puts her hand on his hands. And a light appears. And our hero says, I already told you, it's a very poisonous poison. Uncle Wang replies, yes, I know it's a good poison the more power you have. the happier your uncle will be with you. And then he looks at him and says, speaking of it, if you have good talent. When it comes to matters like the Jia family, then let's forget about registering for the Tianjiao camp. Although we can get many good resources, but I believe the Zhao family will also participate, we can't take a risk for a few resources. Our hero looks at him, he sees a ray of hope, and says, Uncle Wang, what kind of resources are you talking about? Uncle Wang explains that this is just the biggest head equipment, etc. On hearing this, our hero's eyes widen. And he says if you can rank at the top, then there will also be rewards like mysterious fruits and secret realm scrolls, and he says forget it not to mention. Our hero says this resource is much better than hunting animals alone. Maybe then I will be able to form another herd again, and then he tells Uncle that Uncle Jai, I must participate. I am not afraid of danger, I am confident of protecting myself. Uncle Wang listens to our hero and says okay, but I need to think about it. On the other side of the Zhao family, on the shore of the western lake, this person says that young Master Weihan is indeed the strongest pride of the Zhao family. Your combat power has reached another level, and stop your nonsense. Do you know where you went to investigate? Do you remember your work or not? Everyone bows their heads and replies, yes, young master. I found out that young Master Yuan had some work with a woman named Kaluo Sandao. And then he says, I know the girl named Luo doesn't have much combat power. So who is this person named Jian Chan? He replies and says that Jian Chan, who has just awakened as a goddess level low type, and has come to the night watch, and then he puts his hand on his shoulder and says that it has also been found that he and Lu Sandao signed up for the Tianjiao camp. And he tells that, but for now these two people are only suspects. No conclusive evidence has been found yet. On hearing this, the young master looks at them and says that the suspicion is quite good, and the divine level is also quite interesting. Since Tianjiao has signed up for Shiver, now I will not need to make a special trip to kill them. On the other hand, Uncle looks at our hero and says that I registered your Tianjiao. Still I feel uneasy though, the little princess of the Lu family. And he tells that before leaving you should take her to a secret area to level up, and also establish a relationship beforehand. After saying this, he looks at her and starts smiling and says that I heard that she not only looks attractive, but she is also of your age. Our hero blushes looking at them and says that when he comes later, use your beauty, and try to win in that one stroke. Then suddenly the door opens, and the sound of a bull is heard, and a voice from outside says that he is here. Suddenly a man and a beautiful girl come in, and she says, Uncle Wang, yesterday I asked you to borrow someone. But you didn't refuse, why did you change your mind today? Uncle Wang replies that he is a handsome man and is completely different from his reputation. And then he puts his hand on our hero's shoulder and says, yesterday I didn't agree, because I was angry with your grandfather, and today I agreed because there is an additional condition. And then he looks at them and says he brought Jia Chan along. The girl looks at them and says, I am already giving away the level 30 secret realm scroll for free. Do you still have to negotiate the terms? Uncle replies, everyone takes what they want. Didn't you also come to me because you are looking for someone with reliable battle experience, since the secret realm risk entry below level 50? The girl moves closer to our hero and looks at him. Looking at him, she says, tell me how much power you have. Our hero looks at her and says, I am level 17 construction type power. On hearing this, the girl points finger at him and gets angry and says, are you one below level 20 means you are a useless person. On hearing this, Uncle Wang gets angry, and he says, what did you say? You are a little crazy. If you did not call me Uncle Jai while entering, then you would have to face my anger. How can you talk like this? My Zhang Chan is of divine level, and he has dual profession, do you understand? The girl looks at him nervously and says that the bus is broken, so the bus is not stable. It was not against you, and then she refuses with both her hands while looking at him. And he says, old man, young man, talk carefully, his girlfriend has recently left him. and says, Uncle Jai, don't say more. I agree to this. Uncle Wang thinks in his mind that this is too much information. Here this person says that I heard well this time, I will lead the party, and remember, if you are left alone by mistake and face danger, then immediately return to teleportation. If the chance of secret realm subversion is relatively low. Then this boy says that Xiao Chen, do you know how much is the value of level 30 secret realm scroll? At least 1 billion. After listening to his words, our hero starts thinking something in his mind, and then he says that if anything happens, then you all should immediately return here and get out of the secret realm. The girl looks at them and says that novice, don't cry and pull us down as soon as you enter. After saying this, she thinks in her mind that he is crazy. Here everyone is entering the secret realm. This person says that I don't know why. And then he looks at our hero and says that Xiao Chen, I will protect you. Our hero thinks in his mind, but I have a bad feeling about this. Friends, this chapter ends here. Don't forget to like the video to see the next chapter. If you are new to the channel, then do subscribe to the channel. See you in the next chapter. Till then, take care of yourself and your family.